Welcome one and all inside the CU Rec Center Ice Rink here in Boulder, Colorado. We've got some Division II ACHA ice hockey madness for you this evening here in Boulder. And I gotta say, it's not too crowded here in the rink this evening. About 15 minutes or so from puck drop here at the rec. But hopefully we will see some more people come out and support. It's kind of hard to do because CSU is playing our men's basketball team over at the event center right now, so folks do have to balance that versus this. And personally, if it's CSU, you got to get down to the event center to see this. But thank you all for tuning into Scope Off Sports. I'm Kieran Warger alongside Nick Evans. Nick, it's been a busy couple of weeks here for this D2 team. Bit of a toss-up between some of the matchups, but I think the big story right before Thanksgiving was the Nebraska game. Colorado came out with a huge effort, shutting out the Cornhuskers 18-0 in that game, and Diego Patones, captain for the Buffaloes, made history that night, becoming the all-time leader in points for this team.
And this is a team that, well, I'm way too loud. This is a team that also won a national championship in 2003. So having that honor is, I'm sure, a huge milestone for this team and for him. So, and that was just a great outing. I was able to catch some of that game. We weren't, unfortunately, there for it. But still, I think it was like a 18-point game and a shutout. So it was a great performance from them. And we weren't here. We haven't covered this team in a bit. But we were here for the second and third of yesterday's game. They played Wyoming, and we didn't broadcast that game, but we were still watching it. And they were down 0-4 when we came here. And I want to say it was like the 10-minute mark in the second that they just scored and then scored again. And then they ended up tying that game against Wyoming. And
that was a big effort there from the Cowboys and the Buffaloes. And they actually ended up going to overtime. Like you said, they tied it. And Nate Polino for the Cowboys, just 1 minute and 31 seconds into the first overtime period, gave the Cowboys the win. So that was a bit of a downer for this Buffs team coming away from that night.
CU got the go-ahead goal, and then they surrendered it in like the last minute of the third, and then went to overtime and lost. But the big story of that was just overcoming that 4-0 deficit. And, of course, I'm sure they're upset about that and want to come out and win tonight.
Yeah, it's a bit of a roller coaster here for this team, yet they are still number one in the BMHC, which is their conference. As of right now, if I can pull up these stats here, pardon me, they played about 15 games. They sit at 12 wins and I think 4 losses at this point with that defeat to the Cowboys last night, but 24 points overall on this year. And Diego Patones is like we said before, the history maker. But coming into tonight, we are taking on the Division III Air Force Falcons. And I mean, this is a cross between divisions. We've had this a couple of times this season with our D1 team and our D2 team. But I mean, you may say, Nick, these guys are Division III. However, they are not to be overlooked. The big star on their team is Brett Oberle, number 5, the forward. He has 38 points on the season, 21 goals, 17 assists, which is tremendous from a player in Division III. Now, this coming into tonight, wasn't sure how great this matchup would be since like I said, we are crossing divisions here. But I think with players like Oberle and Cooper Bollinger with 24 points on this season, these guys are not. This team is not one to be taken lightly for sure.
Yeah, and I want to say that if this isn't their inaugural season, it's pretty close to it. This isn't their inaugural season, but I believe they're one of the newer programs, or they may have a new D1 program. I remember seeing somewhere in the offseason about Air Force getting a new program. But yeah, as you mentioned, it's weird to kind of gauge because they're just on 2 different levels. And of course, the D2 team for CU might be the best team that we have between D1 and women's. They're the most competitive at their level. They didn't really lose a lot of people with graduation, and they've just been doing their job at home in front of us. So I expect I'm going to be bold here. I'm going to expect a rout of Air Force today.
Yeah, I can't agree with that more. This is going to be a great matchup here this evening to close out the year. This is the final game for all CU hockey teams, pretty much for the year 2024. Our D1 team is up in Fort Collins right now.
Today.
Excuse me. I'm tripping up on my words here, but they are up in FOCO playing the Rams. Last night's game was electric. I was able to catch the end of that on the broadcast. I was unfortunately not calling that. But man, overtime goal, just 12 seconds in. That was absolutely electric. This place was loaded to the brink with fans, and they showed up and showed out, and they were loud during that overtime, including JR and Ben. They were absolutely electric on the broadcast as well. What a win last night, and let's see what they can do up in Fort Collins today.
Yeah, couldn't have said that better. I believe they're still with that. They're 1-2 on the series against CSU this year. I know they have a couple games in the spring semester, and we're hoping to go up again in Fort Collins and cover one of those games, which we did last year, and that wasn't last. Edor is kind of hard to get to. It's not really near campus, but it was a fun rink, and hopefully we can get to that. But yeah, hope they're looking to tie that series, and it was a really good one last night. I'd expect that one to also be a very close one.
Yes, good. It's been a busy week here for all of our hockey teams. Women's has not seen any action since Thanksgiving, but that is fine. We are closing out this year for all of our club sports. Our varsity sports will be continuing, of course, through winter break. What we are looking forward to tonight, we're just looking forward to seeing a great game here against the D2 Buffs and the D3 Falcons. Should be a great one here tonight. That's going to do it for our pregame show. Thank you folks so much for tuning in. We are about 10.5 minutes away from puck drop here in the CU Rec Center ice rink. Don't sports, stick around.
Starting line for Air Force, Bernard Kelly and lefty Aiden Newkirch, righty Elliot Newkirch, left wing Aiden Ashman, second defensive loading right wing Jason Claremont. Starting for at right wing, number 19, Nick DePolio. At center, number 9, Isaac Ness. At left wing, number 6, Diego Petone. At right wing, number 23, Calvin Stone. At left wing, number 2, Luke Dow. And in net, number 31, Caleb Allen. Please run back to the national anthem.
Welcome, everyone. If you're just joining us, welcome to the CU Rec Center Ice Rink for tonight's D2 D3 crossover matchup between our D2 Colorado Buffaloes and the D3 Air Force Falcons here. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm Kieran Warger on play-by-play, joined by Zachary Giesenslaw on color. A shout out to Nick Evans for helping co-host our pregame show. He did a great job. You probably overheard the introduction of the starting lineups. We've got our big guys out here tonight for the Buffaloes. We've got including Captain Diego Patones, who we talked about in the pregame show, made history last week, becoming the all-time leading point scorer here for the Buffaloes. That is an impressive feat coming in here. And ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get going with this game as the teams meet at center ice. And Nick DePonio will attempt it for the Buffs, but will not get there. And the Falcons gain possession right off the faceoff. That's chipped, shot deep into the Buffalo zone, and Luke Dow fires it along the boards. That's number 96, Mackenzie Miller for the Falcons, trying to keep it in the zone. And here comes some pressure from the Buffaloes. Here's Isaac Neves, fires, and it goes off a defender. That'll be Jason Clenchens. Here's a shot along the boards. Falcons pick it up. That's shot high as the Falcons are able to clear their zone. And they will ice the puck in the process here, as Calvin Stone was not able to get there in time. But they'll take it, and we'll get a face-off here in the Falcons zone. Zach, how are we feeling tonight, man? From what I understand, this is your first hockey game.
Oh yeah, this is my first hockey game behind the mic. I've been to a number of these games past year or so, taking pictures on the sidelines. That's my main gig, but I'm thrilled here to be giving this a shot, and I'm really glad you are willing to have me here.
It's an honor to have you, man, and we'll do our best to make it a great experience for you.
Absolutely, I appreciate it. Here we go.
Here are the Buffs with the face-off. That's David Lefkiss. That goes up high into the netting, but doesn't hit it, and thus the puck is still in play here. Pressure from the Buffs. Here's David Lefkiss along the boards in the corner. Still fighting for it. And number 17, Jared Switzer for the Falcons is in there as well. And there's Josh Jenin in there for the Buffaloes. Buffs still have possession. Trip there at the blue line. As that trip back towards Janine. Behind the net, Falcons are trying to gain control here. In the corner here, Valco with a hit near the blue line, and Falcons clear the zone. Here's a chance for the Falcons. That's Josh Cicero. Not able to get there. Let's clear the zone once again. That's Alexandrov. Gloved out of the air. I love it. Here's a chance for Cooper Bollinger. We were talking about him a little bit in the pregame show, and that is nearly gloved by Caleb Allen. There's Arthur Street. Off that from number 88. Here's Street, turns it over. Sloppy play there. No real team has maintained control of the puck here. It's a bit of a sloppy plays here. Smithberger fires. That goes off the crossbar. Arthur Street is battling for it in the corner. And that's chipped out to his teammate, Tate Doris. Falcons pick it up in the corner. Elliot Burks. Fired behind the net along the boards. Can't pick it up near the half wall, and that goes out toward the blue line as the Falcons clear the zone. That's Tate Doris. Book. No real control for it. Lots of turnovers here. The Buffs retreat.
Yet to see a team really come out here and take possession of the puck for any real extended period of time yet. It's still anyone's game at this point.
It's kind of been a running trend here this season as that is smothered by the Falcons goaltender, Kelly Kane. We'll get another face-off here in the Falcons zone, just to the right of Kane. So far, these face-offs favor the Buffs, but the Falcons get that one. That's fired high along the boards. Dow is fighting for it along the half wall. The Falcons come away with it, and they're able to clear their own zone. Here comes the pressure. That's Calvin Stone, the defenseman, with the puck, but keep it in the zone, excuse me. Falcons able to do that, or keep it in the zone. There's number 22, Kyle Mankart. Buffs make a quick change. Here comes Isaac Neffs. He's got a chance here along the half wall. Fires off the pads. There's a shot, and that's immediately saved by Caleb Allen. Lots of back and forth here this period. Lots of finesse, although it's been sloppy. We've had 2 shots on goal within about 10 seconds of each other, give or take. Trip up there in the face-off as Isaac Neffs picks it up in the neutral zone, and that goes off the helmet of Diego Patones, his captain. As Calvin Stone fires deep, and that's gloved. Gloved up by Kelly Kane. Buffs are starting to apply some pressure here. That's what we like to see here in this rig. Another face-off in the Falcons zone. Their defense has still been on fire this evening. Falcons do take that one, a bit of a sloppy face-off. We'll get another icing call. Lots of power behind that shot, sent it along the boards all the way across the ice. And this time, Nick DePonio will attempt the face-off for the Buffs again. Will not come away with it. That's Aiden Minberg. For the Buffs. There's a shot. It's kept out of the net. Here's Luke Dow, fires off the leg of a defender. Falcons clear the zone again. That's Joseph Cicero. Slide across ice, no one there to receive it. Matthew Snowgrass for the Falcons with that shot. Here comes the captain, Diego Batones, into the neutral zone, applying that pressure. 2 men, he's got 2 men on him. What a shot across the ice, and looks like we're gonna get another icing call here. Falcons just desperate to get the puck out of their zone. And it's costing them with those icing calls are costing them, as these skaters have now been on the ice for a good amount of time here. We're just under 15 minutes to go here in the first. Face-off controlled by the Buffs. There's Valco. Out to Polacek off the pad, with the shot off the pads of Kane. There's a struggle for it behind the net. Picked up in the corner by Polacek. Valco gloves it out of the air, and he's
Down he goes.
down he goes. That was Matthew Ebersol with the hit for the Falcons, and here's a chance. It's 3-on-4, it looks like. There's a shot toward the net and off the stick. Another chance for the Falcons. Great tending there by Caleb Allen. Allen comes out to play the puck for Zane Polacek. Polacek fires deep, turns over, a little sloppy, and that's offsides. As Aiden Ekstrand couldn't keep it in the zone for the Falcons. Great effort there, falls short. But once a face-off in the neutral zone, that's a big relief for the Falcons defense as they come away with it and ship it back into Buffalo zone as Arthur Street picks it up. Backhands it to, is that Tate Doris? Stoppage of play here. Not quite sure what the call is at this point. Penalty on Aiden Ekstrand for Falcons. Buffs go on the power play. Yeah, if you're the Falcons defense right now, this is not a situation you want to be in.
Not exactly where you want to be, especially with how sporadic the puck has been moving between teams here.
Garrett Coveney comes away with the face-off. Here's David Lefkis back out to Calvin Stone. Garrett Coveney waits for his teammate Stone. Out to Lefkis. Tried to connect with Janine, couldn't connect. David Lefkis tried to keep it in the zone there, but is forced to retreat as it crossed the blue line. Falcons made a quick change. And here comes Calvin Stone with the pressure. Defenseman fires, and it goes just wide. Connor Smithberger. Coveney has it. He fires it back toward Jenin. Lefkis. Stone picks it up at the blue line with another shot saved by Kane. Puck is back into the neutral zone, and Calvin Stone will fire that one along the boards. Struggle for it along the half wall. But Smithberger picks it up, nearly a great chance there for Lefkis to chip it just beyond Kane. That play had so much potential, but they just could not capitalize. Batones is on the ice. He's closing in. Here comes with that speed. Stops just short at the half wall. Alexandrov keeps the puck in the zone at the blue line with a shot, and that goes off the legs of several defenders, but it's kept out ultimately by Kelly Kane. Alexandrov out to Isaac Neffs. Too many defenders in the area. Great defense here by the Falcons as we have just approached the 10-second mark here in this power play for the Buffaloes. Alexandrov trying to make something happen as the power play comes to an end with 11:45 to go here in the first. Icing is waved off. Alexandrov just it out to Polacek. There's a shot. Oh, a great save there by Caleb Allen. Isaac Neff's trying to battle for it. Polachek comes away with it, and that's fired high along the glass. Here's Kyle Menhart, who fires that one kind of high, and that bounces off the boards. Isaac Neff's shifts it out toward number 18, that's Salt Ranch. Falcons control it in their zone. Shift back out. Noel Sinicki in the corner. There's a shot. Great save by Caleb Allen. Back out into the neutral zone. Falcons trying to maintain possession. Calvin Stone has it. Sinicki battling for it near the half wall. Here's a chance here for number 3. That's Cooper Boninger. Luke Dow is on the ice. Come on, his long hair. Dow trying to control it. Couldn't connect with Sinicki. Kovney. Excuse me. That was Josh Goki. Excuse me. And we'll get an icing call here as the Falcons just fired that one deep. Buffs will make a change. Connor Smithberger comes out on the ice. This line has been tremendous this season. Book, Kovney, Smithberger, Valco. They were out here to start the power play. Sloppy face-off there, but ultimately taken away by the Buffs, and there's a chance there. Great defense by Kane. Alex Book battling forward in the corner. There's Smithberger out to Polachek. Can't connect. Falcons clear the zone again. Kovney chases it. Hackett. Looks like we're going to get it offsides here on the Buffaloes. Polachek's coming off the ice as David Lefkis comes back. The whole line is getting a change here. Falcons haven't had a change yet in the past minute. Couple minutes, that is. So these guys have to be gassed. Falcons have it, that's out. Towards the defenseman. There's a fight forward in the corner. David Lefkis shot it all the way out to Garrett Kovney. He can't connect. Excuse me. Josh Jenin. We still have it. That's fired along the boards as Tate Doris is chasing it. Dominic Alexandrov trying to fight for it along the board. But there's a shot, goes wide. Another chance there. Caleb Allen right there to stop the puck. Here's Caden Green. That shot is high. Great save there by Caleb Allen. That shot was from Raymond Picard for the Falcons. Allen he hasn't seen a whole lot of action from the shots from the Falcons this evening. There's a shot along the boards. Puck is loose. Calvin Stone can't grab it. Isaac Neffs is fighting for it near the half wall, at the half wall. Falcons will retreat. Number 98. Diego Batone is in front, can't connect with Isaac Neffs. What a chance there for the Buffaloes. Calvin Stone able to keep it in the zone. Here's Neffs. Great stick work. Fires it into the corner and a huge hit along the half wall. Luke Dow with a shot. That's off several defenders. And it looks like Salt Ranch is slow to get up in the zone as we get another icing here. That was not Ranch, that was Nick DePonio, excuse me. He makes his way to his bench. Looks to be okay. Salt Ranch is attempting the face-off for the Buffs, but does not come away with it. There's a shot right off the face-off and gloved immediately by Caleb Allen. Seven minutes, 47 seconds to go here in this first period. Buffs come away with a face-off. A rare occurrence here tonight. And it's in the neutral zone. That's shot high, gloved out of the air by Chris Valco. Here comes Valco, applying that pressure. 2-on-1, backhands it towards Sinicki. Looked like that pass was intended for Aiden Habel. There's a shot off the pads of Kane. Another chance here for Christopher Emberger. Emberger, great save by Caleb Allen. Off the shot from Caleb Emberger. Christopher Emberger, excuse me. We'll get a change from both sides. Falcons are waking up here, it looks like. Applying that pressure. First half of the period, it was mostly Buffs. Let's see if they can pull it off here. Buffs control the face-off as Arthur Street gives it around for Garrett Coveney. Street off the leg of a Falcon. Couldn't be gloved at. Elliot Birch tried to glove it out of the air. It's kept in the zone. Great work there by Arthur Street, the defenseman. Here's Garrett Coveney. Coveney is in front. A great chance there for Smithberger as that goes wide. Puck is loose. Struggle for it again. Smithberger in pursuit. There's a fight for it in the neutral zone. Alex Book couldn't come away with it, and here's a chance. That's shot wide off the boards. That was Jason Clemens. Bit of a check there by Garrett Coveney. And Kyle Meinhardt was slow to get up for the Falcons. No penalty here as Alexandrov attempts the face-off in the neutral zone. That's Jason Klein, because we've seen a lot of action from him tonight. There's a shot, and that goes high up into the netting, and play stops. 6 minutes to go here in the first. Let's see if either team can put a point on the board. There have been so many great chances, especially on that last play with Smithberger and Coveney in front of Kane's net. That's saved immediately by Caleb Allen as that goes high into the netting.
A lot of great chances, but also a lot of great saves by both sides here. Especially some really nice catches by Caleb Allen, though. I've seen some stuff really nice right into the mitt.
He's been on fire this evening. Falcons bench is fired up by that shot there. That was a great save by Allen. Falcons come away with the face-off. Another shot off the leg of a defender. That's in the corner. There's a shot. Not picked up. Here comes Levkis. Out toward Alexandrov. Can't connect. And here comes more pressure. Luke Dow. That's it back to Calvin Stone. Here's Alexandrov with a chance. David Levkis tried to connect. Here's a shot out toward Levkis. Too many defenders in the area. Great defense there by the Falcons, just crowding around the weapons of this Buffs team. Levkis, Stone with a shot, and a great save there by Kelly Kane. Both lines will change. Just over 5 minutes here in the first. Pressure is there from both sides, like we said in the pregame show. This D2 versus D3, but they're pretty evenly matched, it looks like here, as Isaac Neffs wins the faceoff. Chris Valco Tries to keep it in the zone, cannot do it. Patones sensing trouble, gives it back, sends it back out to Neffs. Turned over there by DePonio. That goes wide of Caleb Allen. We'll get an icing call. Falcons defense is going to have to step up here yet again. Very reminiscent of the first half of this first period here. Looks like we're going to get Neffs on the face-off again. Scratch that. Nick DePonio. Actually, yes, Isaac Neffs. DePonio gets the puck. Diego Patones sends it behind the net. Isaac Neffs picks it up. Here's DePonio fighting for it in the corner. Neffs is squeezed into the corner there with no hope of escaping.
Bit of a tight situation there.
Very tight indeed. There's a shot. That's off the leg of a defender. Yeah, this defense here for the Falcons has been phenomenal this evening. Kane plays it for Elliot Burks. Here come the Falcons. Polacek tried to keep it out of the air, but it's gloved out of the air by Brett Overly. Great save by Caleb Allen once again. Chance here for the Falcons to score. Excuse me. Falcons have the puck. That's into the corner. Arthur Street. Sinicki had it. There's a chance. Great save by Caleb Allen. Holy cow.
Right off of his glove there, nearly into the net. Not
Nearly
quite.
made it past it, but he was there. And a check there right in front of the Buffs. Right in front of the Buffs bench there by Tate Doris. That was a huge check on Matthew Ebersol. And he'll go to the bench. Fresh skaters on for both teams with 3.5 minutes to go here in this first period. And we'll get Garrett Coveney for the Buffs to attempt this face-off. He will not get it. There's a shot, goes wide. Another chance here in front, they score! It's number 88. Fortunately, he's not on my roster for the Falcons, but a great shot there right off the face-off. And the Falcons take a 1-0 lead as they were able to trick Caleb Allen and sneak it right past him. That was a wide open net. Holy cow, what a play there.
Pretty stark change in what has been a real stalemate of a period here so far.
Indeed. 3.5 minutes to go. It's pretty quiet here in the rink. Looks like the Buffs are convening. Goal is good. Alex Book coming in for the Buffs to attempt the face-off. With 3.5 minutes to go, the Buffs need to do something here to not go into that locker room down by 1. That's the last thing you want to do. Kept out by Kelly Kane. He sends it to his teammate. It's Aiden Ekstrand. Luke Dow chasing the puck as Caleb Allen came out to play it. Looks like we're going to get offsides. More fresh skaters. Yeah, here comes Alexandrov. He wins the faceoff for the Buffaloes. Chris Valco comes out with the puck. Out to Alexandrov with a chance here. He's going to go in front. Great save there by by Kane. Jenin fighting for it in the corner. Comes away with it. There's Polacek with a shot off. Great save. Here's Chris Valco, not able to keep it in the zone at the blue line, and the Buffs are forced to retreat. And here's Jenin. He fires toward the net. Save. Lefkis fighting for it in the corner. He comes away with it. Alexandrov with a chance. Great save by Kelly Kane once again. Another check here, and we're going to get a penalty here on Alexandrov. Been a rough first period here for the Buffaloes. You go down by 1 point, and then you get a penalty there. Hockey's all about physicality, but you hate to see plays like that. That looked pretty dangerous. As he went down and nearly stepped on it with his skate blade. Brett Oberle, he's been tremendous here. Tremendous here for the Falcons this season as he leads them in points so far. Falcons with a chance here. Another shot on net and a great save by Allen. Here's Oberle. Another shot by Oberle, and it's kept out by Caleb Allen. Yeah, all the skaters on the ice right now for the Falcons, their records are tremendous this season as they control the faceoff. Here's Oberle. Still has the puck. Out to Einberger. Oberle. There's a shot. Goes high over the net. Oberle can't connect with it, and that forces the Falcons to retreat back into their own zone. Offside is called here on Isaac Neffs. We'll get fresh skaters from both sides. With 1:25 seconds to go here in the first, 1:20 on the power play. If you're the Falcons, you're going to try to increase that lead to 2. Struggle here for the faceoff. Before the puck off the faceoff. Here comes Caden Green. Star forward for the Falcons. There's a struggle for it on along the half wall. There's another shot, and it's smothered immediately by Caleb Allen, not taking any chances. Came out of the net to play that. Another change up here for the Falcons. So far, Buff's penalty kill is doing a tremendous job here. As the Buffs come away with the faceoff. Here's Oberle near the blue line. Oberle has it again. Bollinger. Oberle, not enough power behind that shot as he goes off the ice with a broken stick. That's your worst nightmare, especially when you're on a power play. We've got 35 seconds here in the first. Here's Bollinger with a chance in front and a great save by Caleb Allen. 20 seconds to go here in the first period. Another chance here, and they score! Another great play there by the Falcons. That's on number 96, Mackenzie Miller for the Falcons, and that increases the lead to 2. I said this in the pregame. This Falcons team is not one to be coy with.
Well, certainly they were definitely finally seeing someone kind of start to take a lead and start to emerge on top here in the end of this period here, where we didn't really see a lot happen for the first part of it.
Buffs control that face-off. No one is in the area to receive the puck, but Calvin Stone wraps around behind the net.
5 seconds.
5 seconds to go here in the first. Can the Buffs do something last second here? They're not going to. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a great game so far. Falcons up by 2 coming into this. As a Division III team, you could say they were coming into this as the underdogs. But hey, they've put up one heck of a performance so far after 20 minutes. And if you're the Buffaloes, you're gonna retreat to your locker room. And Zach, what are you gonna be saying to your team?
I'm going to be telling them that they need to pick themselves up here. It's only the first period. There's still plenty of time left to pick things up. And, 2-0 at the bottom of the first period here is not exactly where anybody would want to be, but there's still 2 whole periods ahead of us. It's really anyone's game at this point. So I think it's just about time to whip them into shape and see what they can do.
Couldn't have said that better myself. Both teams will retreat to their locker rooms. And, yeah, you've got to tell your Buffaloes team that you have to maintain your level of play that you're used to playing at, man. I mean, you're looking at 2 weeks ago against Nebraska, shutting them out 18-0. Then again, Nebraska hadn't won a single game that season up to that point. Holy cow. If you're heading into that locker room, you really got to talk to your boys and get them fired up. Because once you go down by 2, the momentum kind of really subsides from your bench there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it here for this first period. We're going to go into first intermission here. Don't go anywhere. We've got the second period after this on Sco Buff Sports. Stick around.
Gridiron as the Buffs wrapped up the regular season a week ago. Colorado finished the season 9-3 after trouncing the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Here's the recap from Xavier Mignowitz.
The Buffs could up today 52-0 against the Oklahoma State Cowboys. In the first quarter, they went up 21-0 lead. Counts for short field opportunities provided by the Cowboys. Most notably, Travis Hunter added to his Heisman campaign, intercepting the Cowboys on the first drive of the game, setting the Buffs up nicely for the first touchdown. But in the second quarter, the Buffs hit a little bit of a lull, having to punt on 4 of their 5 drives, with Shadur taking 3 sacks after first and goal. In the third quarter, they came out hot. They did what they had to do. They went up 38-0, and by that point, the game was over. They ended the first score, added 14 more points in the fourth, to end the game 52-0. Overall, it was a great game for the Buffs. It was a nice way to end the season after their loss against Kansas last week. It was senior day, so they got the 52-point dub and a shutout on senior day. Travis Hunter added to his Heisman campaign. He had over 100 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns. And Shadur was announced Johnny Unitas before the game, and they announced it at the game. So it was an overall good day for Buffs fans and a good win for the Buffs.
Colorado's last regular season game of 2024 was a beatdown against the Oklahoma State Cowboys at Folsom Field. The Buffs scored a season-high 52 points while posting their first shutout since 2021. The Black and Gold forced 4 total turnovers, including a third-quarter pick-6 from quarterback DJ McKinney. Shedeur Sanders threw for 438 yards and 5 touchdowns. His top 2 receivers were Travis Hunter with 116 yards and 3 touchdowns, LaJounte Wester with 175 yards and 2 tuds. The statement game was not enough to propel the Buffs into the Big 12 championship game.
Now, the Buffs await the results of championship weekend to see which bowl game they will play in to end the season. The 2 most likely options for the Buffaloes are the Alamo Bowl in San Antonio or the Holiday Bowl in San Diego. The Alamo Bowl announced this week that the matchup will either be Iowa State versus BYU or Arizona State versus Colorado. The matchup for the Alamo Bowl is a Big 12 versus a former Pac-12 team, hence why there are conference matchups here after this year's realignment. If Arizona State wins the Big 12 championship tomorrow, expect the Buffs to go to San Diego where they would face off against an ACC team. The bowl selections will be announced on Sunday after the conference championships are over. The Holiday Bowl will take place on Friday, December 27th, while the Alamo Bowl will be on Saturday, December 28th. CU students are excited to be back in a bowl game. Let's see which bowl the students want to see their team in.
Hello, Buff fans. Bowl season is just around the corner, and with it comes an exciting decision. Where will we go to cheer on our team? This year, 3 incredible destinations are on the table: San Diego, San Antonio, and Las Vegas. Each city offers something special, but where do the fans want to go?
Hi, I'm Fort Marchand. I'm from Annapolis, Maryland. I've been a Buffs fan my whole life, and if If we were to go to a bowl game in San Diego, that would be my favorite option out of the 3 locations so far.
I'm Lucas Cutter. I'm a senior, and I've been a Buffs fan since I began to school here. Yeah, I'm excited. I wish we were in the playoff, but I'm happy we're in a bowl game. I'd go to San Diego because it's closer to home. I just went to Vegas, and I have no interest in San Antonio.
What's up? I'm Silas. I'm a senior, and I've been a Buffs fan for as long as I can remember. I am excited for this upcoming bowl game. Hopefully, I'll be able to attend. San Diego for sure, because I'll be able to go.
It is clear that there's an overarching amount of support for the Buffs to play in San Diego due to the fact that most of our student body comes from either California or Colorado. However, it doesn't matter if it's San Diego, San Antonio, or Las Vegas. Each one brings something special to the table. Wherever the game takes us, we'll bring our school pride and make it a trip to remember.
I'm super excited to see Travis and Shedeur play one more time and getting out on the field representing the Buffs.
My name is Jackson Shallow with Go Buff Sports, and we hope to see you guys supporting the Buffs this week.
The Heisman race is officially coming to a close. With the regular season over, voting comes to a close on Sunday with finalists being announced on Monday. The most likely finalists, as things stand, are Travis Hunter, Ashton Jonty, Dylan Gabriel, and Cam Ward, with Shedeur Sanders having an outside shot at making the Final Four. The Heisman Trophy ceremony takes place on December 14th, and our very own Trent Finnegan will be in New York to bring you all of the great content from this event.
If you wanted to hop on the Travis Hunter hype train, the bus might have already left. Colorado finished their regular season with an explosive 52-0 win over Oklahoma State, where Hunter did everything and more. 10 catches, 116 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Backside pressure, got it away. Picked off at the 30. Travis Hunter.
And an interception. From there, it was only a matter of time before the accolades started rolling in. And now, only the big ones left to be determined. Travis Hunter's two-way ability has made him one of the most fascinating players to watch in the nation, and he's now projected to be just the second player in Colorado's 100-year history since Rashawn Salaam to take home Heisman honors. But what makes Hunter Heisman worthy could vary depending on who you ask.
So Travis Hunter is my favorite player personally because in the first Big 12 game of the season, he went ahead and he secured our win and forced a fumble against them that ultimately turned the tide and got us that W.
Travis is supposed to go in the first round, which I think is showing that his two-way ability is more than just a gimmick. Probably going to be a pretty good player in the NFL.
And is this foreshadowing?
Oh my. Well, the obvious one is he plays both ways. So you see him get an interception, and then you see him catch a touchdown pass. That's something we haven't seen pretty much since Dion, his coach. So he's an exceptional athlete. I think he's going to win the Heisman Trophy because he's such an anomaly.
When Hunter is drafted to the NFL next April, he'll be the first Buff to go in the first round in 14 years. In 2 years, Travis Hunter has made his mark as one of the best Buffs to play for Colorado, and that should be cemented next week in New York at the Heisman ceremony. With Go Buff Sports, I'm Mason LeBeau.
As the Buff season comes to a close, so do the campaigns in the race for the Heisman. 2 of the top candidates include Colorado's Travis Hunter and Boise State's Ashton Jeanty. While both players have been putting up impressive numbers, Travis Hunter has started to gain a large popularity through his slogan where he replaces the I and E in Heisman to his current number 12. Hunter has attracted a lot of popularity around the world of sports, specifically in the NFL and the NBA. Earlier this week on Monday Night Football, Courtland Sutton and Patrick Surtain of the Denver Broncos were spotted wearing Travis Hunter Heisman shirts in pregame warmups. The following day at Ball Arena, Peyton Watson and DeAndre Jordan of the Denver Nuggets were also seen wearing the same shirts in their warmups as well. Both major sports teams of the state of Colorado have seemed to take a liking to Travis Hunter and are now supporting him and his Heisman campaign. The finalists for the award will officially be announced on Monday, with the winner being announced in New York City next Saturday.
The 2024 All Big 12 Football Awards were announced Thursday morning, with 3 Buffaloes taking home awards such as Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and Newcomer Player of the Year. Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter were awarded Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, and B.J. Green was named Newcomer of the Year. Sanders, Hunter, and B.J. Green also earned All Big 12 first honors, where Nakai Hill Green earned second team All Big 12 honors. There were some Buffs who were such awards as LaJohntay Wester, Jordan Seaton, Preston Hodge, DJ McKinney, Mark Bassett, Alejandro Mata, Cam Silman-Craig, Chidozie Nwankwo. You can check out more in detail on the Sco Buff Sports website.
Colorado's football's 2025 opponents have been revealed, with new conference matchups likely to bring just as much excitement as the 2024 season has so far. The 4 Big 12 home games will include Arizona, Arizona State, BYU, and Iowa State, while the 5 away games will be played at Houston, Kansas State, TCU, Utah, and West Virginia. The Buffs will also take on non-conference opponents Delaware, Georgia Tech, and Wyoming, with one other game yet to be announced.
Last trivia question of the semester in honor of Shedeur Sanders winning Offensive Player of the Year and Travis winning Defensive Player of the Year. We thought to go with that theme. So the question is, who was the last CU player to win a Conference Player of the Year award? Stay tuned, we'll have the answer later in the show.
Conference play will begin for both basketball programs over winter break, and we have recaps of the busy Thanksgiving week of both teams and a preview of the Buffs' first season back in the Big 12. Stay tuned, you're watching Sco Buff Sports.
Who wants to do basketball? Who wants to do football? Who wants to do soccer? Who wants to do volleyball?
That's so sick.
Videography. Anyone want to do that?
The men's basketball team secured another non-conference victory this past week as they took on the Pacific Tigers this past Monday. The win was no small task for the Buffs, who had to overcome a 10-point halftime deficit on their way to the 75-66 win. Trevor Baskin nearly achieved a triple-double for the black and gold as he had 13 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. The Buffs are back in action for the Rocky Mountain Showdown as they take on the Colorado State Rams at the CU Event Center tomorrow evening at 6 p.m.
The men's basketball team faces Colorado State tomorrow night at 6 p.m. The Rocky Mountain Showdown is back on the hardwood for the 3rd consecutive year, as our Buffs look to bounce back after losing last year's game 5. Be sure to load up the CU Event Center tomorrow and cheer on the Buffs.
Men's basketball has a long list of games between now and our next live show, with most of them happening over break. They play South Dakota State on December 13th at 7 p.m. at the Event Center. Bellarmine then comes to town on December 21st at 1 p.m. Big 12 play then starts on December 30th and the 150th edition of Colorado versus Iowa State as the top 5 ranked Cyclones come to the Event Center. The Buffs then travel for the next 2 games, beginning in Tempe to face Arizona State on January 4th at 4 p.m. before going across the country to play UCF following that. The men finished this span of games at home with West Virginia on January 12th at 1 p.m., then ranked Cincinnati on the 15th at 7 p.m.
Let's take a look at how the Big 12 is currently shaping up as conference play is right around the corner. 6 teams in the conference are currently ranked in the top 25 in the country. This includes number 1 ranked Kansas and number 6 ranked Iowa State. There are still other ranked teams who have not. Conference has another losing record. CU has their work cut out for them and another difficult feature to achieve.
The women's basketball team is 2-1 since we last updated you, now sitting on a record of 7-2 with Big 12 play around the corner. Senior forward Sarah Rose Smith put up a career-high 21 points to lift the Buffs over Utah Tech on the road on November 27th. Colorado then returned home to face the Louisville Cardinals, who were ranked number 24 in the nation at the time. CU played tough for a while, but let Louisville pull away late, resulting in a 79-71 defeat for the Black and Gold. Tennessee Tech then came to town on Tuesday morning, being greeted on field trip day by hundreds of screaming school children from the stands. The atmosphere left the CU Event Center loud and proud of their Buffaloes, who used an efficient offensive performance to power past the Golden Eagles, 91-79.
Before we look ahead to the next women's games over the break, let's take a quick preview at the upcoming matchups for the Buffs next week on Saturday. The Black and Gold will take on the Southern Utah Thunderbirds at the Event Center. The Buffaloes are strong favorites in the matchup, as the Thunderbirds sit at 1-8 on the year, posting the 2nd worst non-conference record in the Western Athletic Conference. Then, on Tuesday, the women will take on the Denver Pioneers, also at home. The 3-4 Pios are coming off a loss to Idaho State before their game against the Buffs. Denver will host Portland State on Saturday before making the drive up to Boulder. This will also be Denver's last away game until mid-January. Denver currently has the 2nd worst record in a very competitive Summit League. These games mark the final non-conference opponents for the women's squad of the season.
The women's basketball team starts Big 12 play over break with West Virginia coming to town on December 21st. Then they'll have to start the new year on the road with a game at TCU on the 1st at 5 p.m. and a game at Baylor on the 4th at 1 p.m. Then they return to CU to host UCF on January 8th and Kansas on the 11th. The last game we'll talk about is when they play West Virginia on the 15th, this time at West Virginia.
The Big 12 is not as crazy as men's hoops, but it will still be a challenge for the women's programs. Their conference opener of West Virginia should serve as a testament to how the Buffs could fare in the Big 12, as the Mountaineers are ranked 15th in the nation. This is the Buffs' first year back in the Big 12 with a reworked roster, so it will be interesting how the Buffs play to the tough competition.
We're approaching the final weekend of club sports in 2024. We'll look ahead at the games coming up this weekend and some big varsity soccer portal news. That's all coming up after the break.
Hello everyone, my name is Tanner Clark and welcome to this week's edition of Buff Banner. Today we're looking ahead at the
Welcome back to the CU Rec Center Ice Rink here in Boulder, where we are getting ready for period number 2 of the D2 Colorado Buffaloes versus the D3 Air Force Falcons here. Lots of action from both sides, but the Falcons do go up by 2 goals late in the first period. And if you're the Buffs right now, Zach, you've got to respond this period. You cannot let that get to your boys' heads. You've got to do something.
Absolutely. It's really make or break time here right now because we're seeing, 2 goals, it's anyone's game. But after that, 3-0, 4-0 starts to get a little bit dicey. So let's hope that the Buffaloes here can pull ahead. Maybe they got their heads back in the game. Don't know what they told them in the locker room, but let's hope for a promising period.
There's Patones, who fires very strongly back into the Falcons zone. Already great pressure by the Buffaloes. Luke Dow fires that deep. Chance here in front. That goes back to Dow. Stone keeps it in. Dow with a shot. Not enough power, and it goes off the leg of a defender. Puck is in the corner. As Parker Rydell comes away with it. Excuse me, it's in the 23 rather. Calvin Stone chasing it. It's kept into the zone with a shot there along the boards, intended to go towards the net, I would presume. Puck is kept in the zone. Stone. There's Stone. Still has the puck behind the net. Patone is waiting to receive it. Finally does. I think we're going to get it offsides. Patone has just crossed the blue line. Fresh skaters come on for the Buffaloes. Captain Patones retreats to his bench. Officials are convening, deciding what the call is, and we're going to get face-off right at center ice. Here's Dominic Alexandrov, who attempts the face-off but will not get it. And Jared Switzer has it for the Falcons. There's Oberle. He fires it along the boards, and it's picked up by Kyle Meinhardt. Puck is loose. Polacek fires, saved by Kane. Another chance here, great save by Kane. Another great chance there for the Buffs. The pressure is there. They just have not been able to capitalize. Great goaltending on both sides, and a slip up there near the hash marks. That puck is cleared out of the Buff zone as Dominic Alexandrov chases it. Will not come away with it as Caden Green applies the pressure. There's a shot immediately gloved by Caleb Allen. Pressure is still there on both sides, but we need to see more of that from the Buffs. Their goaltenders on both sides have been absolutely fabulous this evening.
For sure. The Buffs have had no shortage of shots on goal here, but we just see almost every single one go straight into the pads of Kelly Kane there for the Falcons.
Buffs are perfectly capable of pulling it off. Like we said, it's just the goaltenders, man. And that was deflected high up into the netting, and we're going to get another face-off in the Buffaloes zone. Here comes Garrett Kovney to attempt the face-off. Will not get it. But the zone is cleared. Music is still on here, and the rink finally shuts off as Arthur Street struggles for possession. Allen came out to play it. Nearly a chance there for Matthew Ebersol for the Falcons. Dangerous play there. That goes wide of Allen. Street struggles for control in front. Caleb Allen taking no chances in smothering that puck. Sloppy. That defense was a little sloppy there for the Buffaloes. Not what you want to see if you want to come back in this game. As the Falcons' pressure is still there. It's very hard on for the Buffaloes. The face-off is controlled by the Falcons, it looks like. There's a struggle for it in the corner. As Aiden Habel couldn't get it. That's deflected up into the Falcons bench. The Buffs are kind of resorting to desperation mode here. Not making many key plays here. You got to talk this through with you guys. You got to make sure your communication is fluid. Dow has the puck behind the net, and he'll clear his zone. But Sinicki is not there to receive it, and we'll get an icing as a result. Here comes the face-off again in the Buffs zone. These skaters have got to be tired. They have not changed. There's a chance here for Oberle on the Falcons. Puck is loose. Another chance will not be taken advantage of as Aiden Meidenberg retreats for the Buffaloes. Here's Luke Dow. Sinicki will shoot along the boards. Another struggle at the half wall. Calvin Stone lost his footing there. Another chance, they score! Falcons take a 3-0 lead here in the second, not even 4 minutes in. And that's Cooper Bollinger. He's had a tremendous season for the Falcons. Second highest point scorer, here for the Falcons this season. And he just added to that with this goal to give the Falcons a 3-0 lead. Patones controls the faceoff. He's hot out of the cannon as that shot will go wide. check at the blue line. Struggle forward in the corner. Isaac Neffs still holds on to it as he's not able to connect. Denisio. Here's a chance here in front. Neffs coming away. Oh, excuse me. Struggle forward along the boards near the blue line. And here's Kyle Meinhardt, the defenseman. Batones in front. Isaac Neffs with a shot, and that goes high. Looked like it went in the net from our vantage point. Great chance there for the Buffaloes. These tendies, man, they're doing a great job here this evening as that goes off the glass. Here's Batones. Excuse me, Levkis. Alexandrov will not go for the wraparound. Miscommunication between him and Levkis. Valco with a shot, and that goes off of a defender. Another chance here in front. Great save by Kelly Kane. Penalty coming up here. It's going to be against the Buffaloes. Or excuse me, no, it will be on the Falcons. That's Aiden Minsberg. Not pleased with the call there on the refs. It'll be high sticking. Buffs will get a chance here on a power play. Let's see if they can capitalize. You're down by 3. You need to do something here. Here's Calvin Stone. Levkis. Stone keeps it in at the blue line. Levkis across to Coveney. Coveney with a shot saved by Kane. Stone. Out to Levkis. Looking for help. There's Coveney again. Another chance. Oh, what a great save by Kelly Kane. Levkis. Out to Coveney. There's Stone. Coveney again. Great chance there. And for the Buffaloes, the Falcons clear the zone. And Allen will come out to play it. Falcons will change here. Stone out to Levkis. Coveney across ice. Smithberger on the ice for the Buffaloes. Levkis maintains possession at the half wall. Cross ice shot to Coveney. Great defense there by the Falcons. Stone at the blue line. Another shot. Great save by Kane. Levkis struggling for it at the half wall as that's shot out of the zone. Forces the Buffs to retreat, but they'll make a change here. Stone is still on the ice. Here's Isaac Neffs. He's got company. Huge hit along the boards behind Kane as 3 players go down. They get right back up. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Stone. Out toward Batones with a chance here. Couldn't connect. Isaac Neffs picks it up. Sloppy stick handling there. Forces the Buffs to retreat once again. Batones fires deep. Alex Book trying to pick it up. Here's Street. That's Jared Switzer, the defenseman for the Falcons. Natalie Ford along the boards. Here's a chance here for the Falcons. 1-on-3. Great defense by Street. There's a bit of a check there in the corner by Batones. Falcons still control the puck. Street has it. Air Force will change here. Book still has the puck. Very interesting stick work there. Thought he passed it back to Doris. There's a chance here in front. Can't connect. Oh, what a chance for Sol Tranch in front of the net. That's Jacob Welp Will Howard. Street tripped up in the neutral zone at center ice. Saved immediately by Caleb Allen. He's not taking any chances. He's going to glove that. Falcons will get a change here, as will the Buffaloes. Physicality is increasing here in the second as we approach the 11-minute mark here. And if you're the Buffaloes, you need to increase your physicality. If you're not gonna increase your finesse and put those goals on the board, you want to get physical. Show the boys that you're not going to back down. That's what's happening here. Jenin out to Levkis. Great save by Kane. Battle for the puck in the corner. Oberle trying to make a play here with Emberger. Will not do it. Levkis can't connect with Jenin. Jenin is down in the corner. He's slow to get up. Eventually makes it to his feet. Falco tries to get it at the blue line. Here comes Alexandrov. Looks like another offside call. Both lines will get a change and we'll get a face-off. Right center ice. It's off the neutral zone, controlled by the Buffs. Interesting tactic there. We've got a broken stick. Nick DePonio trying to finish. There's a shot, save. Puck goes behind the net. Stone is there trying to receive it. Will not get it. Sinicki, Nick DePonio. Lots of checks here along the boards. Right at center ice. Here's a shot, goes wide. Sinicki picks it up. Drench is in pursuit of the puck and he's got it. There's a chance here for DePonio. Dow can't connect with it. Stone is defending right now and as he comes away with the puck. Stone waiting for his teammates. It's there, can't connect with DePonio. I believe that shot was intended for Drench. Stone goes back behind the net once again. Struggle for the puck at the half wall, and there's a bit of a check there on Drench. There's a shot, great save by Allen. Another chance here for Caden Green, who has been electric this evening for the Falcons. Here comes Drench. 1-on-2. He's tripped up. Wanted a penalty, will not get one. Neffs. Back to Doris. Neffs and Doris. As Green lost his stick there. Great defense here by the Falcons. Neffs has it. They'll try to wrap it around for Doris. And we'll get a penalty here for high sticking.
We're really seeing a lot more examples of that increased physicality we're talking about here. A lot of people hitting each other, hitting the wall, a lot of checks we're seeing. They're making sure to come in here and say that they still mean business. It's not quite over yet for the Buffaloes.
Indeed, indeed. We'll be counting here. Doesn't look like the penalty is going to be enforced here. Excuse me. Josh Goki gets it in position for Neffs. Tone is just skating right into that, but will not come away with that puck. And here comes Jason Klenhouse. He's been tremendous here. Great save by Allen. That's shot back into Buffalo's zone. Goki. Pass to Doris. Out to Isaac Neffs. Another chance here for Patones. Can't connect. What a chance. What a miscommunication. Huge hit by Neffs on the half wall. And we're gonna get a penalty here on the Buffaloes. Looks like it's gonna be on Isaac Neffs for that hit. Excuse me, Polacek. Here comes the face-off in the Falcons zone. This is not an ideal situation.
Not exactly what you want to be seeing here.
You want to get your best skaters on the ice if you're the Buffs right now to get this penalty kill. Cannot go down by 4 points. There's a chance here. There's a shot, and that goes wide. Hits the boards. Here's Oberle, star for the Falcons. Great defense there as that pass is broken up. Oberle. There's a shot. Falcons still maintain. That's Brulinger. Oberle. Back toward Bolanger. Clownhouse comes away with it, and that shot is wide. There's a chance here in front. Great defense by the Buffs who clear the zone. 6.5 minutes to go here in the period. 1 minute to go in the power play. Buffs get a change. Neffs and Patones are on the ice. Here's Oberle. Patones is tripped up in front of his net. Here's Bolanger. Out to Oberle. There's a shot off the leg of Isaac Neffs. That goes high. Patones clears the zone once again. Folks, we've got Anders Stanton in net now for the Falcons. Did not catch that until just now. Switched out goaltenders. Patones is chasing the puck, as is Aiden Mintzberg. There's a chance here in front. Here comes Mintzberg in front, and it tripped up again. One second to go here on this power play. Looks like we're gonna get another penalty here. It's gonna be on. This time it's gonna be a Falcons penalty on Aiden Strand. From the sparse crowd that is in this rink here tonight, they are into this game for sure, letting their voices be heard. 5.5 to go. Buffs are now on the power play. Calvin Stone passes out to Lefkis. There's Stone. Kovney passes it back to Stone. Looking for his man in front. As Jenin is not there to receive it, and that forces the Buffs to retreat, but the Falcons will get a quick change here. 2 men. Here's Stone. Applying that pressure. Lefkis. Great stick handling. Falcons come away with it. Stone not able to keep it in the zone. He was right there at the blue line. That forces his team to retreat as Garrett Kovney holds on to it. Passes it out toward, waiting for Stone. Out to Lefkis. Here's Jenin. Waiting at the half wall. Here's Kovney with a shot. Great save by Stanton. Alexandrov at the blue line. Cross ice to Kovney. Can't connect with David Levkis. Smithberger. Levkis. Back to Smithberger. There's a dangerous play here. Kovney enclosing on the net, but the Air Force defense is just on fire, surrounding those Buffs players, trying to make a play here and narrow this gap.
So even on the power play, these guys just aren't willing to let up.
Not a whole lot of urgency from this Buffs team as we approach the 3.5-minute mark. Alexandrov is tripped up near the blue line. There's a chance there. Great save by Allen. That puck goes along. Polacek chasing it. And there's a struggle for it in front of the half wall. Smithberger goes across to Isaac Neffs. Diego Patones. Here comes Polacek. Will not get the wraparound. 3 minutes to go here in the second. Calvin Stone, great stick work, and he's able to keep it in the zone. Sloppy plays here, as that is a shot by Luke Dow, and it's saved by Stanton. Face-off will be in the Falcons zone. Chance here for the Buffs. You need to do something here in the second. You cannot go into that locker room down by 3 points. Face-off ultimately controlled by the Falcons. Luke Dow chasing it in front of the Falcons bench. In the corner is Dow, who comes away with the puck, tries to pass cross ice to Sinicki, but cannot connect. Sinicki just gets rid of it. Great check by Dow in front of the scorer's box. Here's Stone. Lots of ice time for him tonight. There's a shot, and it's great save by Stanton. Not sure why you'd swap your goalie out when you're someone's doing so. Here's a chance here. Great save by Allen. Here come the Falcons again. Trip up there on Dranch. Struggle for the puck in the corner as Aiden Habel fights for it and is tripped up in the corner by Rocco Gorowski. Excuse me. There's a one-timer from Valco, goes high. Valco tried to grab it out of the air with his stick. Will not do it. Polacek checks. Huge check here. We'll get a no penalty called there, as two players got wrapped up as we approach the 1 minute mark here in the second. Polacek, cross ice to Garrett Kovney. Polacek has it again. Here's Connor Smithberger. Smithberger closing in. He's got a man. He's got Alex Book, and a great save by Stanton. Got just under 45 seconds. Got to keep that pressure going here. There's just not a sense of urgency from the Buffs here. With less than a minute to go, you have to do something. You have to get yourselves on the board going into that locker room. Kovney wins the faceoff. Book with a one-timer will not get there. Struggle for the puck as Kovney tries to come away with it, but turns it over. Falcons defense, I said this before, they are just on fire right now. As we approach the 20-second mark. Struggle for it at the half wall. still no clear winner of this battle.
Really just got a sweeping match going on in here.
Exactly. 5 seconds to go, and this will likely take us to the end of the second, and it will. Buffs are down by 3 still, have not been able to get on the board. Smithberger goes right off the ice. He does not look happy heading into that locker room.
Can't imagine that they are very happy here. And, we've really seen just, especially on these last 2 power plays that they had during this period, the Buffaloes did largely a very well job of keeping possession of the puck here. Even some really good shots on goals during both of those, but just unable to really sink any in the net or really capitalize on those properly.
Yeah, so many chances. And it's really disappointing to see, the momentum die a little bit here in the second half of this period. But hey, in the last minute, we saw some urgency from the Buffaloes, but great goaltending. And we saw Kelly Kane came out of the net for the Falcons, and Anders Stanton was given a chance to start here. But coaching staff is talking to Dylan Lawrence for the Buffaloes. We may see some action from him coming up here in the third period. But folks, we've got a 3-point deficit here on the Buffaloes. If you're Air Force, you've got a comfortable lead here. You've just got to rely on your defense to maintain that lead and maybe get one more point on the boards. And that would probably seal your fate here tonight. But hey, we've got the third period coming up right after this in about 15 minutes or so. So do not go anywhere. You don't want to miss this ending. Stick around. You're watching ScoBuff Sports.
Showdown on the ice.
Conference opener of West Virginia should serve as a testament to how the Buffs could fare in the Big 12, as the Mountaineers are ranked 15th in the nation. This is the Buffs' first year back in the Big 12 with a reworked roster, so it will be interesting how the Buffs play to the tough.
We're approaching the final weekend of club sports in 2024. We'll look ahead at the games coming up this weekend and some big varsity soccer all coming up after the break.
Hello everyone, my name is Tanner Clark and welcome to this week's edition of Buff Banner. Today we're looking ahead at the Colorado track and field team's upcoming competitions. The Buffs are currently competing at the Mines Alum Classic, kicking off their season with an exciting lineup of events. Today's schedule features the long jump, pentathlon, pole vault, and shot put, while tomorrow will include the weight throw, triple jump, high jump, and a variety of track races. Tomorrow, Chris Cherry, Ethan Edgeworth, and Jessica Score will head to Boston to represent the Buffs among some of the world's top athletes at the Sharon Collier Danville season opener. The Buffs will compete again next weekend in Colorado Springs before breaking for the holidays. But don't worry, there are 5 meets scheduled for the month of January alone. It's an exciting start to the season, and we'll be keeping an eye on the Buffs as they set the tone for a strong year ahead. For viewing and live stats on any of these events, visit cubuffs.com. I'm Tanner Clark, and this was Buff Banner.
Thanks, Tanner, for the big news in the varsity soccer community. ScoBuff Sports broke the news over break that star Buffalo Juliana Hayward will be entering the transfer portal. The standout junior made the Big 12 second team this season and committed to Georgia. Early on Friday, Hayward may choose to return to the Buffaloes if she doesn't find another program. But as of now, it stands as a huge loss for the squad looking ahead. Her transfer announcement comes off of a disappointing finish to the season, as well as the heavy losses to graduation this offseason.
The Buffs volleyball season officially ended this week as the team was swept by the Houston Cougars to end their first regular season back in the Big 12. The week prior, the Buffs swept the Kansas State Wildcats. Colorado will not qualify for postseason play, and this is the last time we'll see the program play until spring scrimmages start in a few months. In brighter news, however, sophomore Anna Barilovich was selected to all-conference honors, making second-team All-Big 12. Barilovich played in 29 of the 30 games this season and finished 7th in the conference for points per set.
Just before Thanksgiving, men's D1 hockey traveled to Fremont, Nebraska, to play the Warriors of Midland. The series was split with a final score of 2-3 on Friday and 4-2 on Saturday. The Buffs currently sit at number 5 in the WCHL with 8 wins and 9 losses on the season. Men's Hoops is not the only team hosting a Rocky Mountain showdown this weekend. The D1 Buffs will take to the ice to play rival Colorado State tonight in Boulder and Saturday in Fort Collins. Tune in to SCO Buff Sports tonight at 8 p.m. for the final home game of the year.
Men's D2 hockey is having an electrifying season, and their pre-Thanksgiving showdown was no exception. 2 out-of-town teams traveled to Boulder to take on the number 1 ranked BMHC Buffs. The New Mexico Lobos put up a good fight Friday night, but fell short with a final score of 3-2. Saturday night saw a dominating Buffs performance with an 18-0 shutout against their rival, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Buffs captain Diego Pitones made history that night, becoming the all-time leader in points in ACHA Division II. The D2 Buffs look to close out the year with a conference matchup against Wyoming tonight and in-state rival Air Force on Saturday. Catch tomorrow's game live on SCO Buff Sports at 7 p.m.
It was an important week for the club baseball offseason, as well as the NCBA officially released their preseason rankings. The Buffaloes checked in at number 15 as they get ready for the season. They're the second highest program in the Mid-America West Conference. As the Colorado State Rams were placed at 11, the Rams and the Buffaloes were the only programs in the top 25, with Colorado School of the Mines receiving the most votes of the non-ranked teams over the past week.
What's up? I'm Harrison Simeon, bringing you this week's top 5 plays in Colorado sports. Starting off at number 5, we head to Folsom Field, as the Colorado Buffaloes absolutely destroy the Oklahoma State Cowboys, and this was one of the exclamation points. DJ McKinney brings this one back. Stay tuned for our tweet of the week, as he had quite the unique celebration, if I can say so myself. Number 4, we head to men's basketball, as the steal from Elijah Malone heads to Harrison Carrington, and he yams it on his head with the slam against Pacific. The Buffs did win this game. As we head to number 3, women's basketball now. This shot is not the play, but it's this chase down block by Ayanna Johnson. Buffs kept it competitive against Louisville. Number 2, another exclamation point. Shador Sanders looks deep, and it's Travis Hunter. Who else? I've said that name more times than I've said any athlete's name in probably the year span in history. Hits the Heisman pose, and we head to number 1 as the men's basketball team takes on UConn. Andre Yakimovsky, not even looking at the basket, and he flips it in for the win against the back-to-back reigning national champions. That's all for this week's top 5 plays of the week. I've been Harrison Simeon. Back to you guys at the desk.
Buff fans, I'm Lucy Alania, and welcome to another Rapid Fire. Let's look at the CU Athletic lineup for this weekend. Starting tonight, we have a home game for the men's Division I hockey team against CSU, which you can watch live on SCO Buff Sports YouTube. Going into Saturday, the women's basketball team will be playing against the Southern Utah University at 1 p.m. Later on Saturday evening, the men's basketball team will have their rival game against CSU at 7 p.m. You can catch all of the basketball games at the CU Event Center. Lastly, we will have men's D2 hockey team taking on the Air Force Falcons at home, also at Saturday on 7 p.m. Go out and support, and go Buffs.
We are back and ready to reveal the trivia question answer. The question was, who was the last CU player to win a Big 12 Player of the Year honor? And the answer is Nate Solder. In 2010, Nate Solder won the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, the offensive tackle. That's it for our trivia question, and a big congrats to Travis and Shador on their accomplishments this season.
Thanks, Trent. It's now time for our Tweet of the Week. In the Buffs' last game of the season against Oklahoma State, cornerback DJ McKinney took an interception to the crib against his former team and proceeded to urinate on the ball for his celebration. In the post-game presser, he said that he dreamed about it all night, the night just before. Just a way to cap off a great season for the sophomore cornerback against his former team. Let's take a look.
Talk to me about the celebration.
Man, it was amazing. I ain't gonna lie. The night before I dreamed about it. It was kind of premeditated, the celebration, honestly. So I was like, man, if they mess up and throw one my way, I'm gonna make them pay for sure. So I kind of had it already in my head, and I just, pulled it out.
That does it for today's live show. Thank you to everyone who watched today and watched the entire 2024 fall semester. Tune in to the Colorado sporting events over the break, and we'll be back in January to recap it all. For Max Friedel, I'm Trent Finnegan, and remember, you heard it here first. Showdown on the ice. We've got a lot tonight. Let's start on the gridiron as the Buffs wrapped up the regular season a week ago. Colorado finished the season 9-3 after trouncing the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Here's the recap from Xavier Mignowitz.
The Buffs get the dub today, 52-0 against the Oklahoma State Falcons. In the first quarter, they went up 21-0 lead, capitalizing on some short field opportunities provided by the Cowboys. Most notably, Travis Hunter added to his Heisman campaign, intercepting the Cowboys on the first drive of the game, setting the Buffs up nicely for the first touchdown. But in the second quarter, the Buffs hit a little bit of a lull, having to punt on 4 of their 5 drives, with Shadur taking 3 sacks after first and goal. In the third quarter, they came out hot. They did what they had to do. They went up 38-0, and by that point, the game was over. They added 14 more points in the fourth quarter to end the game 52-0. Overall, it was a great game for the Buffs. It was a nice way to end the season after their loss against Kansas last week. It was senior day, so they got the 52-point dub and a shutout on senior day. Travis Hunter added to his Heisman campaign. He had over 100 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns. And Shadur was announced Johnny Unitas before the game, and they announced it at the game. So it was an overall good day for Buffs fans and a good win for the Buffs.
Colorado's last regular season game of 2024 was a beatdown against the Oklahoma State Cowboys at Folsom Field. The Buffs scored a season-high 52 points while posting their first shutout since 2021. The Black and Gold forced 4 total turnovers, including a third-quarter pick-6 from cornerback DJ McKinney. Shedeur Sanders threw for 438 yards and 5 touchdowns. His top 2 receivers were Travis Hunter with 116 yards and 3 touchdowns, LaJohntay Wester with 175 yards and 2 tuds. The statement game was not enough to propel the Buffs into the Big 12 championship game.
Now, the Buffs await the results of championship weekend to see which bowl game they will play in to end the season. The 2 most likely options for the Buffaloes are the Alamo Bowl in San Antonio or the Holiday Bowl in San Diego. The Alamo Bowl announced this week that the matchup will either be Iowa State versus BYU or Arizona State versus Colorado. The matchup for the Alamo Bowl is a Big 12 versus a former Pac-12 team, hence why there are conference matchups here after this year's realignment. If Arizona State wins the Big 12 championship tomorrow, expect the Buffs to go to San Diego where they would face off against an ACC team. The bowl selections will be announced on Sunday after the conference championships are over. The Holiday Bowl will take place on Friday, December 27th, while the Alamo Bowl will be on Saturday, December 28th. CU students are excited to be back in a bowl game. Let's see which bowl the students want to see their team in.
Hello, Buff fans. Bowl season is just around the corner, and with it comes an exciting decision. Where will we go to cheer on our team? This year, 3 incredible destinations are on the table: San Diego, San Antonio, and Las Vegas. Each city offers something special, but where do the fans want to go?
Hi, I'm Fort Marchand. I'm from Annapolis, Maryland. I've been a Buffs fan my whole life. And if we were to go to a bowl game in San Diego, that would be my favorite option out of the 3 locations so far.
I'm Lucas Cutter. I'm a senior, and I've been a Buffs fan since I've begun to school here. Yeah, I'm excited. I wish we were in the playoff, but I'm happy we're in a bowl game. I'd go to San Diego because it's closer to home. I just went to Vegas, and I have no interest in San Antonio.
What's up? I'm Silas. I'm a senior, and I've been a Buffs fan for as long as I can remember. I am excited for this upcoming bowl game. Hopefully, I'll be able to attend. San Diego for sure, because I'll be able to go.
It is clear that there's an overarching amount of support for the Buffs to play in San Diego due to the fact that most of our student body comes from either California or Colorado. However, it doesn't matter if it's San Diego, San Antonio, or Las Vegas, each one brings something special to the table. Wherever the game takes us, we'll bring our school pride and make it a trip to remember.
I'm super excited to see Travis and Shadur play one more time and getting out on the field representing the Buffs.
My name is Jackson Shallow with Go Buff Sports, and we hope to see you guys supporting the Buffs this week.
The Heisman race is officially coming to a close. With the regular season over, voting comes to a close on Sunday with finalists being announced on Monday. The most likely finalists, as things stand, are Travis Hunter, Ashton Jonty, Dylan Gabriel, and Cam Ward, with Shadur Sanders having an outside shot at making the Final Four. The Heisman Trophy ceremony takes place on December 14th, and our very own Trent Finnegan will be in New York to bring you all of the great content from this event.
If you wanted to hop on the Travis Hunter hype train, the bus might have already left. Colorado finished their regular season with an explosive 52-0 win over Oklahoma State, where Hunter did everything and more. 10 catches, 116 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Backside pressure, got it away. Picked off at the 30. Travis Hunter.
And an interception. From there, it was only a matter of time before the accolades started rolling in. And now, only the big ones left to be determined.
Travis Hunter's two-way ability has made him one of the most fascinating players to watch in the nation, and he's now projected to be just the second player in Colorado's 100-year history since Rashawn Salam to take home Heisman honors. But what makes Hunter Heisman worthy could vary depending on who you ask.
So Travis Hunter is my favorite player personally because in the first Big 12 game of the season, he went ahead and he secured our win and forced a fumble against them that ultimately turned the tide and got us that W.
Travis is supposed to go in the first round, which I think is showing that his two-way ability is more than just a gimmick. Probably going to be a pretty good player in the NFL.
And is this foreshadowing? Oh my.
Well, the obvious one is he plays both ways. So you see him get an interception, and then you see him catch a touchdown pass. That's something we haven't seen pretty much since Dion, his coach. So he's an exceptional athlete. I think he's going to win the Heisman Trophy because he's such an anomaly.
When Hunter is drafted to the NFL next April, he'll be the first Buff to go in the first round in 14 years. In 2 years, Travis Hunter has made his mark as one of the best Buffs to play for Colorado, and that should be cemented next week in New York at the Heisman ceremony. With Go Buff Sports, I'm Mason LeBeau.
As the Buff season comes to a close, so do the campaigns in the race for the Heisman. 2 of the top candidates include Colorado's Travis Hunter and Boise State's Ashton Jeanty. While both players have been putting up impressive numbers, Travis Hunter has started to gain a large popularity through his slogan where he replaces the I and E in Heisman to his current number 12. Hunter has attracted a lot of popularity around the world of sports, specifically in the NFL and the NBA. Earlier this week on Monday Night Football, Cortland Sutton and Patrick Surtain of the Denver Broncos were spotted wearing Travis Hunter Heisman shirts in pregame warmups. The following day at Ball Arena, Peyton Watson and DeAndre Jordan of the Denver Nuggets were also seen wearing the same shirts in their warmups as well. Both major sports teams of the state of Colorado have seemed to take a liking to Travis Hunter and are now supporting him and his Heisman campaign. The finalists for the award will officially be announced on Monday, with the winner being announced in New York City next Saturday.
The 2024 All Big 12 Football Awards were announced Thursday morning, with 3 Buffaloes taking home awards such as Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and Newcomer Player of the Year. Shadur Sanders and Travis Hunter were awarded Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, and B.J. Green was named Newcomer of the Year. Sanders, Hunter, and B.J. Green also earned All Big 12 first honors, where Nakai Hill Green earned second team All Big 12 honors. There were some Buffs who were such awards as LeJontay Wester, Jordan Seaton, Preston Hodge, DJ McKinney, Mark Bassett, Alejandro Mata, Cam Silman-Craig, Chidozie Nwankwo. You can check out more in detail on the Go Buff Sports website.
Colorado's football's 2025 opponents have been revealed, with new conference matchups likely to bring just...
Welcome back to the CU Rec Center Ice Rink here in Boulder. We are getting ready for period number 3 of Buffs versus Falcons here. The Buffs bench has come to life. Let me tell you, I hope that locker room was cooking during that second intermission, because the Buffs have to come up with some points here if they want to get back in this game. And it is already electrifying here to start this period. Holy cow.
Puck in the air, lots of energy right off the bat.
Exactly. Right up out of the rink. Looks like one of the Buffs lost their stick there off the face-off. That's an interesting way to start the period, but we'll take it. This is ACHA hockey, baby. There's a shot right off the face-off, and that goes high up into the netting and out of play as that goes off the pads of Andrew Stanton. Falcons get a change. Nick DePonio will attempt the face-off for the Buffaloes. And it comes Aiden Minsberg for the Falcons. Patones with a shot. Great save by Stanton. Stone tried to keep it in the zone, could not do it. Patones comes away with it. Defenseman for the Falcons. Keep it out of their zone. Great defense there by Luke Dow as that's gloved by Caleb Allen. Caleb Allen still in net here for the Buffs. We saw coaching staff earlier talking to Dylan Lawrence. Thought he may see some action here this period, but not thus far. Here we go with the face-off again. Buffs control it. Lots of energy here. Alexandrov couldn't handle it. As Oberle goes back into the zone. There's a long shot from Polacek. Goes right into Stanton. David Lefkis wins the faceoff for his Buffaloes. As Polacek tried to shoot that off, will not get there. Here's Valco. Valco shoots it out toward Alexandrov, can't connect. That goes behind the net. Alexandrov, Polacek with a shot, and that goes off of several defenders. Light work there for Stanton, and we'll get a penalty here. Power play here for the Falcons yet again. Garrett Kovney in the box, it looks like. Scratch that. There's a shot. That goes high off the save from Allen. Cicero. Oberle. Cesario. Cesario with a one-timer. Several defenders in the area. Right in front of the net. Buffs defense stepping up their game a bit. Here to start this third. Here comes Cesario. That goes behind the net and is picked up by Jason Clemens. Seen a lot of action from him tonight. Clemens fighting for it on the half wall. Comes out to Oberle. Muffs clear the zone again as Connor Smithberger chases it. Will not make anything happen. DePonio, that shot, it was up high. Came out, receive it. Smithberger applying that pressure. Here come the Falcons with a chance here. Great setup. But the Buffs defense is there to stop it, and they clear the zone again. That shot deep. Dangerous situation there for Caleb Allen. Really turned it over as he came out of the net to play it. Here's Green. In front, number 9. Matthew Ebersol in front. Will not connect. Great save there by Allen again. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Here comes another shot. Great save by Allen once again off the shot from Bollinger. Puck is in the corner. Chris Valco trying to fight for it. There's another struggle for it at the half wall, but it's chipped out again for the Falcons. There's a shot, and that is saved by Caleb Allen again. Buffs defense is still on fire here, but you're not going to win that game. You're not going to win this game by just letting your defense step up. You are down by 3. Have not gotten on the board yet this evening. You need to rely on your offense more. Falcons once again control a face-off. Sloppy plays here overall. Here's Alexandrov with a chance. Out in front, he goes across toward Lefkis, can't connect. Oh, what a chance for the Buffs to finally start their comeback mission. Lefkis out to Street. In front, Lefkis with a chance and a great save by Stanton. Take back what I said before. The Buffs are waking up here. Here comes their offense. So many great chances there. Their communication has been on point these past several plays. 15 minutes roughly to go here in this third as Garrett Coveney is back out. And here's Street. Buffs control that face-off, but Falcons clear the zone, and here comes Brett Oberle. Excuse me, there's a shot, and goal is waved off. No goal there, as that looked like it hit the top of the net at the crossbar. Street comes away with it. Here's Doris in the corner. Street behind the net. Oberle applying that pressure. Doris again. Out toward Patones, who skates quickly towards it, will not get the wraparound. Luke Dow picks it up, cross ice to Stone. But it's turned over by Bollinger. Dow drops behind the net. Bit of a check there for the stick. Here comes Luke Dow in front there. Great save by Stanton. Dow tried to pick up the puck at the blue line. Can't do it. It goes right between him. And we'll get a delayed penalty here. Scratch that. I was just waving. Officials waving that off as that is deflected high, nearly going into the bench. Struggle for the puck in the corner. That was Dranch. As the Falcons come away with it. Here comes Minsborough. And number 12, Matthew Ebersol, with another chance here. Net is nearly knocked out. Looks like it is. And the officials will fix the net, which did come out of the posts. .5 minutes to go here in this third period. And we'll get another face-off to the left of Caleb Allen. Air Force controls it again as that shot was saved by Allen. Stone. Falcons have it right in front of their bench, but they fire it into the Buff zone, and Calvin Stone is there. Fires it back to Levkis, who picks it up. Here comes Sinicki. Chips it deep. That's played behind the net for Rocco Gorowski. Just under 13 left here in this third period. Buffs pressure is there. Here's Smithberger with a chance. Save by Stanton. And we nearly had some extracurricular activities with Alex Book and Mackenzie Miller. You've got to wake up here if you're the Buffaloes. Alex Book will attempt the face-off. There he finally got one. Lefkis tried to fire towards the net and will not be able to as the Falcons clear it and apply that pressure. Here come again Boulanger, but we're going to be offside. Buffs make a quick change here. You can tell these guys, there's some tension in the air right here. Some close contact between players on both sides. Nothing too crazy yet, but you can feel the tension in this rink as the Buffs come away with another faceoff. But there's a great save there off the shot from Brett Oberle right in front of Caleb Allen. Falcons still have it. There's another shot that goes wide into the corner. Falcons retreat. Christian Bardo controls the puck. DePonio with a shot. That's a great save there by Stanton. We need to see that pressure that we saw earlier in the period from the Buffs, and we'll get another shot at it here. But DePonio just fires back into the net as his team makes a change. Arthur Street and Luke Dow comes out for the Buffaloes, but that is deflected high into the netting, and that will result in a stoppage of play. Face-off's going to be at center ice. Looks like we're going to get Luke Dow coming in. No, scratch that. We're going to get Dominic Alexandrov. Sloppy, wait for the face-off. Here's a chance here in front. And Calvin Stone is there to stop that play. That could have been dangerous as Jacob Wheelhauer applied that pressure right in front of Allen. Struggle forward in the neutral zone. A trip there. We're going to get a penalty here for tripping. Calvin Stone. It's back up on his feet. Here comes Alexandrov trying to score a goal here. And here comes the penalty here against the Falcons. We've got Shador Sanders. Perfect timing playing here in the rink. Hopefully hyping up the boys a little bit. Going into this power play as Caden Green goes to the box for the Falcons. We need that pressure. I keep saying it. Buffs defense. Buffs defense can't rely on themselves. And here comes Lefkis. Stone. Lefkis. Cross ice. One-timer. Oh, what a save by Stanton. Lefkis still has the puck at the blue line. Chips it across to his teammate. Can't connect. That goes out of the rink. Not sure why the goal horn was playing here in the rink. Not sure if you folks can hear at home. Our DJ has a interesting taste in music to hear this evening. Garrett Coveney attempts the face-off. Sloppy win there for the Falcons as Cooper Bollinger chases it Allen will come out to play it momentarily. Stone at the half wall. Lefkis comes away. Another chance here off the pads of Stanton. Smithberger out to Stone. Cross ice to Lefkis. Back cross to Smithberger with a shot, and it's saved by Stanton. Lefkis can't connect with the puck. Kovney keeps it in the zone. Lefkis closing in on the net. Tries to get the wraparound, will not do it. There goes the pressure. Falcons clear the zone again, and as we round the 40-second mark in the power play. Here's Kovney, who's been on the ice this entire power play. Neffs, cross ice. There's a shot, and it's gloved by Stanton. Buffs are waking up here. It's what we like to see here. 9:20 to go here in the third period. Here comes Nick DePonio, who will attempt the face-off for his Buffaloes, but will not get it again. Face-offs have not been in the Buffs' favor here at all this evening. Isaac Neffs retreats into his zone with the puck and leaves it back for Alexandrov. And here comes Diego Batones with that speed. Cross ice to, that was DePonio with a chance there in front. Power play comes to an end. Alexandrov looking for help. Does he have it in front? Isaac Neffs wasn't theirs. Couldn't capitalize. Polacek, Alexandrov, and we'll get a penalty here against the Buffs on Isaac Neffs for the trip on Aiden Ekstrand. Well, that's Polacek, rather. Here we go. 8.5 minutes left, and the Buffs still have not put a point on the board yet this evening. Here's DePonio with a one-timer that's saved by Allen. Overlay in front. Allen with another incredible save. That was dangerous. His entire left side of the net was open. These Falcons have shown that they can pull off some incredible plays. And you say they're Division III ACHA. It does not mean they're not one to put up a fight, as they have done so very well here this evening as Cooper Bollinger comes away with the puck. And here's a chance here, short-handed for Dranch. Cross ice towards Smithberger, but intercepted by Bullinger on the Falcons. And Bullinger comes in, closing in on the net. There's a shot that goes just high, I believe, as Allen deflected it. There's another one-timer, goes wide of Allen, who smothers the puck, taking no chances. 1 minute and 16 seconds to go here on this power play. Here's Diego Batones conferring with his teammates as Isaac Neffs can't win the faceoff for his Buffaloes team. Puck is kept in. Isaac Neffs comes away, fires it deep to Batones. It's a dangerous situation for Anders Stanton there. He comes out to play, but here comes Cesario. Another chance here in front, and they score! Another goal here for the Falcons on a power play. What a beauty there. Sneaks it right past Caleb Allen. Jason Clennons, we've seen a tremendous effort from him this evening. And he finally puts one on the board to kill this power play. To kill this penalty, rather. 7:26. And you're down by 4 points. If you're the Buffaloes, you are relying on a miracle here to bring your guys back. Valco. Cross ice to turned over there in the neutral zone. Valco chases it. Valco still has the puck. Lefkis picks it up near the half wall. Will not do it. He's chipped out into the neutral zone. Alex Book is in hot pursuit of the puck. Somebody stop that man. There's a shot by Lefkis, and it's saved by Stanton. Valco shot towards the net. Another save by Stanton, who smothers the puck, not taking any more chances. 6:48 to go here in the third. If you're the Buffs, you at least have to put it 1 point on the board if you want to come away from this game. Alex Book controls the faceoff for his Buffaloes team, and Polacek tries to get it near the half wall, will not do it, and now it's in the corner. There's a shot cross ice toward the net. Valco chips it behind the net. Book is not there to receive it. Polacek. Lefkis keeps it in the zone for his Buffaloes team. As there's another struggle for it near the half wall. He will slap it to Polacek across ice. With Valco with a shot save by Stanton. Another turnover. Here comes Polacek. Fires it across. Polacek in the neutral zone. No clear possession on this play here. As there's Street. Back to Neffs. Valco. Valco picks it up. Waits for his teammates. Smithberger at the half wall. Falcons defense just shooting it deep into the Buff zone, not taking any chances. As Dranch tries to get it, turns it over. Now Oberle has it. Picked up by Doris. Smithberger. At the half wall. Chance here for Oberle. Great save there by Allen. Allen makes another save. Street is fighting for it. There's another shot. They score again. That is another goal for the Falcons. 5-0 Air Force. As Jared Switzer, Joseph Cesario, the forward for the Falcons, gets another point on the board with just under 5 minutes left here. Now, there's a reason that the Falcons are ranked number 1 in men's D3 independents here in the ACHA. They have put up one heck of a fight this evening. It just forces coming out of this weekend, the Buffs are going to really have to reassess going into the new year. Stone fires toward the net, goes wide. A chance in front here. Down with a shot, will not connect. Neffs. Dow. There's another fight for it along the boards. Dow with a shot towards the net, and it's gloved immediately by Andrew Stanton. Falcons will get another change. Face off in the Falcons zone. Let's see if the Buffs can pull something together here. Alexandrov attempting the face off, and he has not been very successful with face offs this evening. Stone tried to connect with Levkis. Cannot do it. Luke Dow shoots it high. As Mackenzie Miller puts it out for the Buffaloes. Levkis across the ice toward Book. That shot along the boards. Not a whole lot of physicality. Left just for the chance shot wide. Tries to pick it up near the half wall. Will not get there. Book chasing it. Here comes Dow. Stone picks it up behind his net. In trouble with the pressure from Kevin O'Brien. Alex Book with a chance here. 1-on-2. Offside is waved off. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in this third period. Dranch trying to chase it. Valco picks up his puck behind his own man's net. Sinicki tried to put it cross ice. Bollinger keeps it in the zone for. Falcons really are a fan of getting it, just firing it deep. Valco at the half wall. It's turned over. Smithberger picks it up. Smithberger has not had a ton of action here tonight, but he's tripped up at the half wall. Here's Dranch, who's tripped up at the goal line. That's fired high, and that comes out here into the stands. 2:22 to go here in the third period. You just got to hold on for dear life if you're the Buffs at this point. You don't want to go down by 6. They put up a good fight last night, that is for sure, against a tough Wyoming Cowboys team. The Cowboys came back in overtime to seal the win a minute and a half into that period. And you got to go into, not the way you want to end your year, but just got to look forward to a successful season next year as Lefkis' shot is saved. Yep, Caleb Allen trying to play it for his Buffaloes team, and he'll glove that. Just under 2 to go. Oh, man. Here comes Garrett Coveney attempting the face-off against Caden Green, and Green will come away with it. That shot is fired deep, and we'll get it offsides. Yeah, Zach, at this point, if you're the Buffs,
super good for the Buffaloes here. But if I were to do anything, I think the best thing to do right now is just keep your head held high. Still a well-fought game no matter what. Still a great game by the Buffaloes here. Plenty of shots on goal, plenty of good plays, just a real tight walk-down defense on the part of the Falcons.
There's a shot. Oh my goodness, the Buffaloes score!
Speak of the devil, talk about that timing there.
You can forget the shutout here, folks, as David Lefkis gets the Buffs on the board with 1:35 here in the third period. So you can come out of this game with just a little bit of hope that you at least accomplished something. I mean, not the result you were looking for here this evening, but still a feat to say the least. Forget the shutout here, folks. Here comes Stone. Another chance here. Great stick work, and he's just going to fire that one deep wide of Stanton. There's a struggle for it in the corner as Luke Dow finally comes away with it. No, he does not, and that puck goes out into the Buffalo's own zone as Calvin Stone picks it up in the corner. We are approaching the 1 minute mark here in this game. Stone across to Josh Goki. Boogie behind the net, another chance here. Buffalo's offense trying to wake up here early. If I overheard the officials correctly, we're going to get a hooking penalty. That is not the case, folks. My apologies. Let's get a quick line change here with 48 seconds to go. Hable will not win it for the Buffaloes. Luke Dow able to keep it in the zone at the blue line. Hable. Goki in the corner. Struggles for it. Sanicki trying to fight for it at the half wall. And Goki is fired along the net. We got 25 seconds here in this game. Luke Dow in front here for Goki with another chance, and there's great defense there by the Falcons. Hable shoots it along the boards, and Goki picks it up. Fires it right back toward Hable. And there's another fight for it. Luke Dow is waiting. His puck is caught up there. A bit of a trip up there on Pimicos. And folks, that is going to do it. Final score, Buffaloes 1, Falcons 5. For not a shutout, but still not the way you want to end your year if you're the Buffaloes. But still, I think after that Nebraska game 2 weeks ago, where they shut them out 18-0, Batone has made history that evening, becoming the all-time leader in points for the Buffaloes. They have a lot to be proud of what they've accomplished this semester, and coming into the spring, they've got a lot to work with. These players they've shown their dedication, and they've shown that they are willing to work and come out with that win. Just did not go their way this evening, unfortunately.
A little fortunate to see their season come to a close like this, but still a hell of a performance by the Buffaloes today. And there's a lot of great playing here, some real grit shown throughout. No, in a game like this where it doesn't quite go the way you want it to, that's really about all you can ask for.
Yeah, I mean, we're witnessing as the players put all beef aside and shake hands here at center ice. It's what makes hockey so beautiful. I've said that many times when I've called these games. The Buffaloes will meet up in their zone and salute their fans who are still in the rink tonight as the crowd applauds their tremendous performance here this evening. Diego Batone is talking to his folks right in front of our table here, saluting them as they retreat to their respective locker rooms. I have to agree with you, Zach. This was one heck of a performance by both teams this evening. Did not end the way the Buffs wanted to this evening, but you have to be proud of what you've accomplished this season, and you wouldn't have a reason to come back next year or come back in January had you not had your ups and downs. So I think walking away from tonight, I'd be proud of my team no matter what.
Absolutely. Again, not exactly the way you'd want to end, but especially not the way you'd want to end your season, but they do certainly have a lot to be proud of that they've accomplished here during this semester and especially the last few weeks.
Folks, thank you so much for tuning in to ScoBuff Sports. That is going to do it on our final broadcast for the 2024 fall semester here in Boulder, Colorado. This has been Zachary Giesenslaw. I'm Kieran Warger saying so long from the CU Rec Center Ice Rink. And remember, you heard it here first.